Alright, I think I'm done screwing around with everything on here. What the hell?
Ready when you are. Hey. Hey. Of course. You're not getting through. Ready when you are. Leave it to. You're not. You're not getting through. Of course.
How fares your search? Well, let's hear it. I had feared they might be involved in Widewind's legacy. The Leaden Keys conspiracy is clear now. They have used Engwithan technology to engineer Widewind's legacy, and they want people to blame Animancy for it. As we speak, the Duke is holding hearings in the palace. I, for one, would enjoy seeing their little scheme fouled up at the last moment. However, certain groups have been invited to attend. You might get in with one of them if you aren't above a little pandering. There are delegations from the Knights of the Crucible. What of them? We would only do that as a last resort. Walking in with one of the 3 invited groups puts you in a position of influence. It would be best if people did not see Dunreed Rowe's hand in this. Avar is many things to many people, and that is why he sits. The man behind the tale may not be the greatest mind in Deerwood, but he knows people.
Indeed. Duke Avar looks to the Knights for prudent counsel as well as defense. I suspect our future at...
How fares your search? I've told you everything you need to know. It's only right that you know everything. When I was younger, before Dunreed Row, I had many suitors. These were fine, and then I met a man whose mind was a mystery to me. But he understood. We made a game of my gift. He would ask me about people, and I would tell him what they were thinking. Sometimes the information was very sensitive. And then one day he asked me if I trusted him. I said I did. Next I knew I don't like living in the dark. It's a powerless, hopeless feeling. Every day I did things without knowing their purpose. Every day I loved a man. One day I disappeared without a word. He would kill me for it, and I knew that. It's their rule. I just wanted to see him. I have devoted my years to learning everything I could about him, in hopes I would find some clue as to who he really was and why. And that is truly everything I can tell you about Theos. I hope you will. What of them? Good. Avar Wolfgren looks to the Crucible Knights as a voice of reason and order. You need waste no more time here. Get to the palace. Make your case to the Duke. With him on our side, all of Deerwood can be mobilized against the Leaden Key, and Theos can be rooted out.
Oh wait, I think the balcony was around there.
Nice and slow.
Hello? Hello? You playing Minecraft? Damn.
You must gather your part.
Microphone muted. Sound muted. Microphone activated. Sound resumed. Microphone muted. Sound muted.
Well then, answer me this, Master Barash. If you Animancers represent our best hope to cure the legacy, what progress can you demonstrate?
As I've said, it isn't about progress, it's about potential.
My house would agree, Your Grace. We see great potential in its future.
And I suppose your blazing profits during the legacy don't have nothing to do with that, do they, Dominel? You can't have it both ways no more! Animancy goes, or this country goes!
So you admit, Master Barask, that Animancy is no closer to stopping the legacy than it ever was?
No, we've had many promising experiments.
Cadman Ozo murdered a child. For a complete failure! We should be hanging him right now for what—
The experiment failed, yes, but his work—
Ah, our new delegate from the Knights of the Crucible. What makes you say sabotage?
The fuck's that even matter? These are people who would toy with the lives of our children!
Indeed. Even assuming there was sabotage, is this Animancer Ozo not still accountable here?
Horseshit! These Animancers can't be trusted! Look at what happened in Heritage Hill! Our supposed protectors from Crucible Keep can't even clean up—
Your Grace, we'd have a much easier time of it if our knights weren't so occupied trying to keep their organization from
Heritage Hill is blood on your hands, Justicia! You turn a blind eye, and look what happens!
You've some strange taste in travels, friend. The height of your tales expands with every breath. I had heard whispers of a new delegate set to attend today's hearing. I admit that you tell us what you saw in Heritage Hill. Even if it is as you say, we have testimony that a group of Animancers had been spending time there. Surely their tinkering had something to do with this.
But the very purpose of these experiments is to understand. So
This is what it comes down to, Your Grace. Whatever their intentions, Animancy's a pox. It makes a fucking wreck of everything. We all know what Widewind's legacy's really about. And it ain't about some sparkling saint from Creed Ceres who's mad because he took a— It's about a bunch of so-called intellectuals fucking with the natural order while the rest of us gotta suffer for it.
Is it, though? Should we not take the time to reach a clear conclusion? I mean—
My son and daughter are buried beneath the floor of my house. We don't own no land, so that's where we lay them. My son, my wife let him slip when she was bathing him. Got water in his lungs, he couldn't cough up. My daughter, we put her to bed one night, and the next morning she wasn't breathing. This Hollowborn thing, it ain't ending. And it ain't ending because we still let these charlatans play God. There's your proof, you damn copper fucker!
Enough, Adric. Lady Dominel makes a point. If it's Animancy, then why do the other states that permit the practice not suffer the same fate? Who among us can say he truly understands why the legacy has taken...
Beasts. Another lunatic at the hearing. Did you remember to lock your sanitarium before you left, Master Barask?
You must know, friend, that the Leaden Key is a mantle for small-time ruffians and children at play. I'm not saying you're a liar. Not yet. But you'd better start making sense of all this. Help us believe you.
Now that's the first thing you said that makes some sense.
Please, this is pandering.
Outrageous. My ancestors didn't give their lives in Deerwood's name, so some knight...
That wasn't what I meant. He twists my words.
You've made an unexpected case, friend. I'll say that much. It seems we have a new possibility to consider, at the very least. How was it you came to learn all this? I see. I'm impressed the Knight seized such an But these hearings are about more than Widewind's legacy, even though that is our most pressing concern. Let's say for the moment that I were to take you at your word that our friends in Brackenberry Sanitarium and their peers bear no responsibility for this curse upon my country. I'm curious, what would you do if you were in my position? Very well. That is all I wish to hear. Not just from you, but from everyone. I want to thank the delegations for helping me collect. The time has come to choose a direction for the Deerwood. Ramir de Barash, representing the interests of Animancers in Deerwood, step forward.
Your Grace.
Both strong in their own way. I must be careful in my judgment.
Forgive me, Your Grace. We will accept no judgment but our own.
What's he doing?
No, wait!
Stop this! At once!
I've given you every chance to end this pursuit. Shall I end it for you? Another time. I am already late. Shall I end it for you?
I am already at peace, Grand Inquisitor. Are you?
So be it. If you desire no end, you shall have none. I find you guilty of heresy. May the eternal prison bar...
quiet. I'll get it open. Finished.
I was a
You...
a fine epitaph. What's...
Did you pull that from my thought?
I've...
Ah.
I was...
Pity. You know this is how it has to be.
smoke rises above the city walls in billowing plumes that blacken the sky like a storm. Behind the walls, the riots rage on. Known patrons of Animancy are forced into hiding as looters ransack their estates and make off with their possessions. Animancers are torn away from their families and dragged from their homes to be stoned to death in the streets. Word had spread immediately that Duke Avar had been assassinated, and that an Animancer was to blame. The city wasted little time in exacting revenge, and little effort into evaluating guilt. In the center of it all, Brackenbury Sanitarium burned. And down the lane, Hodred House, the last bastion of stability in the Deerwood, had fallen silent. Now safely outside the city gate, your path points eastward to Twin Elms, where Theos is bound, for reasons that remain mysterious as the Leaden Key itself.